Welcome back to the visual extension of our quarterly newsletter, Future in Focus. In this edition, we're speaking with Horry County's Assistant Administrator of Infrastructure and Regulation, David Gilreath, about Ride 4's funding structure.
By the time you see the orange barrels on the road and the dirt's turning, that's the easy part.
Ride 3 construction sites are busy with activity as contractors inch closer to completing major improvement projects like the extension of Fred Nash Boulevard, the realignment of Highway 501 in Myrtle Beach, and the widening of Highway 501 from Gardner-Lacey Road to Highway 544.
So the Ride 3, it right now has about $515 million of projects under construction at the moment. We are completing some of those. We're just kicking some of those off.
Less visibly, the groundwork is being laid behind the scenes for projects planned over the next 25 years under Ride 4. River Oaks Drive is one in focus. The design and permitting phases are underway for that project, with dirt expected to turn within the next 2.5 to 3 years. Groundwork also continues to pave the way for the widening of Highway 90 and improvements to the U.S. Highway 17 bypass and Robert Grissom Parkway interchange.
All of the projects that are in that first 5-year group, which is about 8 or 10 different projects, will be put out by January, and we'll be under contract with them early next year to start those design projects. That way we get all of that hard work done, and then we'll start to allow certain projects to go to construction based on the revenues.
All the RIDE programs, including Ride 4, are predominantly a pay-as-you-go model.
Ride 2 and 3 were all pay-as-you-go. We didn't bond any of that. We didn't have to pay any interest on any of that. One, because you can capture the revenues while you're doing all the design and permitting. And by the time you get to construction, you've got the revenues and you're ready to spend those big dollars. The Ride 4 is going to be a little bit different because it's up to a 25-year-long program. We're starting out design procurements. We're starting that design process up. And when we start construction, almost all of the projects will be pay-as-you-go.
The county is also looking into other funding sources to assist with some projects, including the Highway 22 extension and the Conway River crossing.
We're working with the state and federal government to secure some possible grants and possible financing structure. Will be a little bit different. They won't be all pay-as-you-go, but they will be as close to that as possible so we can make the most of the money, the most of the revenues that the people have entrusted to us.
One of the greatest hurdles of planning major road improvement projects is inflation and its impact on cost estimates calculated years prior to construction.
We were conservative in our revenue estimates and estimated that we would raise about $592 million. That protected us. It kind of gave us a little bit of a hedge against that inflation.
When it comes to balancing both the remaining Ride 3 projects and Ride 4 projects, Gilreath says Horry County will keep its promise to the voters.
The first line on the ordinance, and I believe on the referendum, was to complete any underfunded Ride 3 projects. If Ride 3 does turn out to be a little more expensive than the revenues that we've collected, there is a backstop in Ride 4 that we will be able to complete all of those projects. We included $150 million in our calculations for Ride 4 that might be needed for Ride 3, and we're right at that.
As those projects unfold, stay informed by following Horry County government on social media. You can also learn more about past, current, and future RIDE projects at roads.horrycountysc.gov.